Hello and welcome back to the channel, Kelly Legends Media. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, all of you who come by and watch the videos periodically. Those of you that hit that like button, those hype buttons, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Now, today's video, it's about something that's going around. It's pretty much one of Rodney's cliques that have gone viral, okay? It went viral because apparently during his vlog, the people that he was interviewing got pulled up on, okay? This ain't the first time this happened during vlogs. I've spoken against vlogs before, and here's another example of why I don't recommend doing them out in the open the way they do them, even if it's your neighborhood, you know. If you have a spot where you go, where you could kick it, where you know you can be safe, comfortable, and do your thing, that'd be the best thing, because you never know what could jump off, right? Now, what happened with these youngsters is, I only seen two guys. Some people say four. I only seen two people that were jamming up these two younger black dudes, right? And basically, what ended up happening was the black dude kind of stood his ground the best he could, but basically he blew it, man. He took some verbal abuse that he shouldn't have taken as a gang member there, being face to face with his ops, telling them the things that he was telling them, okay? Once we get past the 3-minute mark, I'll explain in more detail. But, you know, when you sign up to belong to a neighborhood or a gang or whatever you want to call it, because we call my neighborhood the neighborhood or the barrio. You know, we don't refer to ourselves as the gang, you know. The police are the ones that put that handle on us years back. Anyways, what I was going to say is that when you commit yourself to one of these gangs, barrios, neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them, and you're asked where you're from, you need to speak up and you know, say where you're from every time, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the possible outcomes are. Just that alone, man, for those of you who aren't from a gang, highly recommend you stay out. Do something smart, work on getting a career. If you haven't finished school, go back and finish school, because the schooling is what's going to help you on the level of career that you get, meaning you could end up being an assistant of a tree cutter company, climbing trees and cutting branches, or you could become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, anything. You know, it's just a matter of going to school, getting the training, getting the education for these jobs. But if you're spending all your time in the street, monkeying around, you're not going to be able to do that. Or you might not even make it to the age to graduate from high school. You've seen all the high school kids that have been unalive, football players, you know, the list goes on. Just from the beginning of the year, right here in the neighborhood, in a very short vicinity, since January 1st, at least 5 bodies had dropped. You know, that thing. There was another one yesterday on Whittier Boulevard between McDonald and McBride. I haven't found out the details or anything, but yeah, you know, right now, these kids are active, man. They're actively going around and doing their thing, you know. That being said, you know, best thing is just find a career. Maybe you don't want to start a family, live the single life for a while, get yourself a pad, a nice car, you know, just do the damn thing. You know, it's a thing called life. It's the right way to do things. Back to these two guys, okay? These two guys are rappers. The two guys that were getting interviewed by Rodney in LA, okay? And they were very young, They need some more seasoning to really get a grasp on how things are. Their big homies got to get at them and give them some education on how to move in the streets and stuff. In a situation that they put themselves, it'd be impossible to do something like that without a blower. What happened was these two guys from another neighborhood, I'm not going to mention the neighborhoods or anything, but these two guys from, I guess, that particular neighborhood, it seems to be the consensus that it happened in their neighborhood. They pulled up on these two young black dudes. And they told him, where you from? And the dude answered up right away. He got chesty and, he answered with his barrio, right? So these dudes are off the car now, approaching him. And they said, where you from? Dude said, Compton. And the dude that got off the car tells the young black dude, fuck Compton. Basically, that was the bell, But turns out that this guy's more rapper than he is gangster. He says, hey, man, I be messing with the Mexicans, But even before they hit him up, he was explaining to Rodney that he fucks around with the Mexicans around his neighborhood. The CVs, the guys from 155. He says he even had a tattoo of a Smurf, Free Smurf, who was a Mexican homie, from another neighborhood. But they're tights, And so he had just finished saying how he gets along with the Mexicans, And then this started, Dude pulled up, where you from, got off the car. Now they have him pinned up pretty much in a corner. And they're walking at him. And he says, what, you guys rappers or what? The dude that got off the car tells him, right? And he says, yeah, I'm a rapper. We're doing an interview. And then I guess Rodney from LA pops out and they recognize Rodney. So, little conversation between them two. Hey, man, we're trying to do something here. Blah, blah, blah. And I heard the dude say something. Oh, I thought you were up in Bassett doing a vlog up there or something. And, there was some laughing, some handshakes. And basically, them dudes that got off the car said, man, do your thing. And walked off. It appeared to me that they were serious. When the ones that pulled up on these guys, they were serious. They knew what they were doing. They got off the car. They were going to walk straight up on these people, because of the drive-bys. The drive-by rule, this wasn't their first rodeo, it appeared, But these black dudes seemed like they weren't very well schooled on where to go, where to be, where they're safe, where they're not, and what lines not to cross. Because apparently they were out of bounds. Just a while back, there was a few other incidences where I think No Jumper dude was doing a hood vlog and had moved away from the area, and right there where they were going to do the vlog, a dude gets unalived, And you seen the one where the 10 black dudes were chasing the homie around that wanted to give him a tattoo. So it's happening both ways. I'm not saying one side's scared of the other or anything like that. It's just on an individual basis. And these kids right here seemed a little bit shaken and not knowing what to do. I hope that the shock factor teaches them something, because it could have ended all bad for them. It was already, there was no more talking left. Something was going to jump off. I think Rodney's the one that popped out and defused the whole thing. And he might not always be able to do that, I don't know what Rodney pays. I believe he gives you some type of gift bag of goodies, and that's his way of thanking you for the vlog, not no cheap ass little bag, he hooks it up for you and gives you like a gift bag, with all the adult gifts. And I don't think that's worth it, to risk your life, risk your safety, or be put in a situation where you're being filmed and something like that go down. The cameraman was cool enough to keep the camera off of them, off of the young black dudes, so you couldn't really see how they were reacting physically or if they were scared or not. More than likely, yes. And anyways, the camera dude, he knew what to do. He put the camera off to the ground, and all of the talking continued until it was done. People shook hands. It was over. Then they continued on with their vlog. So just to be aware, man, there's been a lot of unalivings just from the beginning of the year. We're barely on the 7th. It's bad and it's real. The gang activity is real. The unalivings are real. There's real gangster shit happening out in the streets, and it's very dangerous. Anyways, be careful, people out there. Yeah, you just never know when a situation could arise. Somebody get off their car tripping, and making a mess of things, and changing your life around, rearranging it. That being said, God bless you. God bless your family. Stay safe, people. And most of all, stay free. Stay out from behind them walls so that we could be here for our families and loved ones. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Muchas gracias.